Hey guys, how's it going? We do a little recap and show you what I did on this power washer here. We got the pump all apart and stuff. Take a look at it here, I'll show you. Yep, there's the pump in pieces. That was fun taking apart. It was actually rather simple. Can't see down in there like usual. Oh, there you go. So there's a nice little roller bearing in there for the end of the shaft, and sandwiched in between the end of that and that roller bearing that's pressed in there is that rubber seal I was talking about that was leaking. Now I don't have a shop press. Wish I did. I could probably get some type of bearing puller in there or something like that and pop that bearing out. But Sears doesn't sell just that seal. Nope. You can buy all the little spring valve there, and you can buy that that's a water temperature relief valve so it doesn't overheat the pump. And you can buy this little valve over here, which is for the soap dispenser. And you can buy these little rubber seals. You can buy that stupid shit, but you can't buy these bearings. You can't buy the rubber seal in there. It's just like has a spring on the back side and has a lip on it. It's like, you know, an axle seal, any normal type of shaft seal. There's the shaft that goes up inside there. As you can see, it has an eccentric. It's like shaped at an angle. Has an eccentric. Don't want to lose those ball bearings. That'd piss me off. Has an eccentric thrust plate. As it spins, you see how it's at an angle there? It comes around and it's wider. See how it sticks out? Well, that's spinning in there, pushing down and letting go, pushing down and letting go on these three valves right here. Pushing down, and it pushes a little piston out the bottom. And it spins around. This doesn't spin, this spins on the top of these valves, pushing each one down fast, fast, fast. And it pushes those pistons out into these cylinder bores. The water comes in through here, goes into these bores. These pistons push down on the water, compressing it out the outlet, through the hose, and out through the gun. That's how the pressure washer works. That's how the water pump works, the high pressure pump. But I disassembled this whole thing because when I give it to my buddy to weld, that crack right there, it's easier for me to hand him this one piece than the whole pump. Plus, I'm trying to get all the plastic pieces that were within the vicinity of where he has to weld it off of it so he doesn't melt them. I hope he does it little bits at a time so he doesn't overheat the piece while he's working on it. But I'll make sure I tell him things like that when I give it to him. There must be like some kind of brass, I don't know what you would call them, but they pop right out. Of course I can't get one out when I want to. I gotta use the non-greasy hand. There we go. Yeah, it just pops right out. I'm not sure what the name of these are. Craftsman doesn't show you in their exploded view of the pump. That's all they give you right there for the exploded view of the pump. They don't actually take the pump itself apart. But that's what we got to work with. Hopefully next time we see this, it'll be welded and you'll be watching me reassemble it. Oh, this came apart rather simple, as I was saying before. I forgot to show you guys this. This just sat down in there and spins on that bearing that I showed you earlier. That sits down in there, and then these valves sit down on top of that, because that spins to push these valves. And then there was 4 bolts that held it in here. You gotta compress this down. You gotta compress that down, fill this with oil, compress that down, bolt it back together. Then the cylinder head / valve body goes right back on top. Somewhat, something like that. You bolt that all back together. Don't forget your O-ring to seal it up between here and here. But I mean, I just took out those 4 bolts, and this pretty much just went boing, sprung all out. You gotta watch, because this is under spring tension, and this is filled with nice pump oil. Nice, thick, gritty, shitty pump oil. That, let's see here, I had it in the vise to take it apart. Let me turn the lights on. Over here. Oh yeah, lights, camera, action. I had it over here in the vise / chainsaw sharpening station / thick ass beating table / mess. Yup. Thick, gritty, shitty oil that came right out of that fucking pump. Yup. Had it up there, popped right out on the floor. I'll probably have real fun trying to find that pump liquid somewhere to refill it. Lord knows I won't find any specs on how much fluid it's actually supposed to hold. Great. But we should be able to make this work. Got all my pieces all over the place. Yep. Toolboxes. Oh yeah, you need tools. Can't do anything without tools. That's for another video. But I'll keep you posted. Hopefully we get this welded up and I can find my fluid. Have a good one. Fix some shit.